Welcome, everyone, to a new season of the NBA. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us at 2K Sports are as we get ready to start the season in style. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. Shorter rotation player, next man up mentality, though. It does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor. That can be a challenge. Now, we'll see how they overcome it.
And now the opening lineup for Mexico City. And it's Carr in at the 3 spot. And for the Celtics, Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. And it's Holiday in at the 1. Grant, nothing quite like the first game of a brand new season. So many possibilities.
You know, BA, for the players, you're excited and relieved at the same time. You get to see all the hard work you put in during the offseason pay off. It'll
be the Celtics off the tip. Here's Tatum. Outside Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Clock is at 3. Outside White. Off target from 3-point. Now a timeout called by Mexico City. Here's Smooth. Pass to Freeman Liberty. Here's Smooth. Inside. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for Boston. This game against Mexico City here. It's their first meeting of the season.
In 2 games last season, they had a hard time against this team, both at home and on the road.
Yeah, real disappointment last year for sure. They don't want a repeat of that this season.
Here's Smooth. Fade away. And there it is for him.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Tatum looking it over. Kick out to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's just Jaylen Brown putting in the work in close.
Pass to Freeman Liberty. Here's Smooth. And he's going for the oop here. And stolen by Brown. And here's White. Fires from deep. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Here's Smooth. Here's Freeman Liberty. Misses the 3. Outside, Brown. Outside, Porzingis. White on the wing. Drives to the hoop. And the shot goes down. White's got 5 points.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
Now a timeout called by Mexico City. And, Coach, you look at Derek White, maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid. across the board.
Here's Carr. Here's Smooth. Pass to Whitehead. Here's Betray, defended by Porzingis. And once again, off the mark, Mexico City.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Now Tatum. Holiday passes to Brown. Pass to Porzingis. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Yeah, and when healthy, Porzingis is still a very effective player and an important part to his team's success.
Pass to Smooth. Here's Carr, looking to end the run. Smooth, pass to Betray. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. Mexico City shooting their first free throws here for the night. Second free throw, no good. Will stand the minimum games threshold for postseason awards. It seems to be working as a motivator.
Well, especially, Brian, because those awards can impact player contracts. So that benchmark, 65 games, about 80% of the schedule, that's a bar that players are looking to surpass.
Do you like the 65 games, or would you like to see a different number?
I mean, I think it's great. If anything, I'd like to see it higher.
Pass to Betray. Here's Smooth, hounded by Tatum. Here's Smooth. And there's a pick. Launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Smooth's got 5.
Man, oh man, that's just absurd range. He can pull it up and hit it from just about anywhere.
Pass to Brown. Fires the 3. Betray clears it away. Mexico City, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. It's stolen by Tatum. Now the Celtics on the move. Outside White. Back to Tatum. And here's Brown for 3. On target from range. He's got 5.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
To Carr. To the middle. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
They get it back. Outside Tatum. This one for 3. Mexico City with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Whitehead. Still without a bucket. The fadeaway. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Now here's Tatum from 8 feet away. And Brown, the bucket on the assist from Tatum. Brown's got 7.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Throws it up high. Tipped to the wing, right side. Carr sends it home from three-point land.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
White, the pass to Brown. Outside Tatum. Shakes off strong D and gets to the bucket for 2 points. And the Celtics lead by 9. Here's Smooth. He has 7. Carr passes to Smooth. Down low. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And here we go, the Celtics on the run. Here's Brown, deflected. Here's Carr, hounded by Tatum. Here's Whitehead, drops in the 3.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now here's White. 6 points for him. The shot by Holiday, no good. Here's Smooth. Pass to Whitehead, launches it. Holiday grabs the miss. And it's Holiday with the ball for Boston. 7-point differential. And it's Tatum missing.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
To the inside. It's stolen by Holiday. Tatum drives in. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Off the bounce, Tatum has so many different ways he can take it.
Pass to Whitehead. They set the pick from outside the arc. Rebound Boston. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Porzingis. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And checking the 2K leaderboard. These teams led the league in three-point percentage last year.
Well, last season, what stood out about this team was their three-point shooting. They shot a very high percentage from distance.
And Boston with some changes. Drummond's checked in for Tatum. Hauser comes in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Holiday.
Standing at 7'3", we have never seen a player quite like Kristaps Porzingis. A fantastic shooter, a solid ball handler. What a talent.
Now here's Irving. Pass to George. That's tipped. Brown with it. Drummond with the screen. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by George.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Irving looking around. Pass to George. The 3 ball. And Pritchard pulls it down. Boston leading by 11. Here's Hauser. To the paint. They kick it out to Porzingis. Again, the miss by the Celtics. For Mexico City, they've got 6 of 14 in so far. Jeffries, the pass to Irving. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. And for the Celtics, they're shooting about 47% during this first quarter. Outside, Brown. 1:10 left in the first quarter here. Knocks down the long J.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Drains the triple.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Porzingis sets a screen. Back to Pritchard. Outside Irving. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Mexico City shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Irving. 34 seconds left in the first. On the wing, Tatum. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pickett passes to George. There's the triple. No luck on that one. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Celtics leading by 9. And we'll be back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
On the court for Mexico City, and it's Whitehead in at the 2. There's Tatum with the 3. It's rebounded by Carr. Mexico City shooting about 41%. Whitehead passes to Smooth. Here's B-Train. Pass to Freeman Liberty. Here's Carr. Here's Smooth. Shot clock at 5. Fires for 3. And Carr gets it to go. Carr's got 6.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Boston leading by 6. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Throws it down despite a man right in his face. Opportunity here to make it a 3-point play.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Walsh is checked in for Boston. Here's Smooth, hounded by Tatum. And there's the screen. Smooth, pass to B-Train. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
The size mismatch makes that a high percentage look.
Well, the Celtics shooting the rock well at 46%. On the wing, Tatum. Pass to Walsh. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Pritchard, no good. Mexico City has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Here's Whitehead. Here's Smooth. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Walsh. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Walsh has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
That one's good for 2.
Rock-solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. The Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Pass to Walsh. Back to Tatum. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Now Drummond. Yet to see a basket. Boston again missing. Here's Carr. Here's Whitehead.
Boston foul.
And Some changes here for the Celtics. Kristaps Porzingis comes in for Drummond, and Holiday subbed in for Walsh.
Substitutes for the Celtics. Kristaps Porzingis.
Pass to Whitehead. Here's Betray, defended by Porzingis. Floats one up. 3 on the clock. Launches a 3. Whitehead can't get it to go.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Porzingis with it. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And a moment to check out who the Boston Celtics have coming up. On Friday, they head out on the road to face the Hawks in Atlanta. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Milwaukee Bucks.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
That's an excellent bucket there. Not an easy one. That took some creativity.
Outside Holiday. Tatum from long range. Mexico City with a rebound. Betray's got 7 rebounds in the game. With the fadeaway. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
No one there to contest. Didn't really need the fade.
Pass to Hauser. Outside Holiday. Takes a 3. Counted from distance. Holiday's got 9.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Tatum with a screen. Pass to Porzingis. To the left wing. The 11-footer. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Celtics lead by 7.
Very clever how he creates space against the bigger defender.
Yeah, and he also plays with great confidence. Taking a shot there that other guys might have turned down.
Smooth. Pass to Betray. Here's Smooth. Let's go with a 3. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. Taking a look back at last season, the team leaders in rebounding.
Last year, this was a team that owned the paint. They were so committed to rebounding. And that's a stat you love to lead the league in.
And Boston with some changes. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Hauser. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. And here's Brown for 3. And he missed there. 4 for 8 shooting now so far. Here's Whitehead. Pass to Carr. Here's Smooth. The 3. Pure from 3-point range. Carr's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, that's his 3rd three-pointer in this game, and 2 of those came in the 2nd, so he might be heating up.
Here's Brown. Oh, look at Brown banging inside.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Now a timeout called by Mexico City. Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you'd like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have the guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
Here's Smooth. 11 points in the game. And there's the lob.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Boston leading by 4. Now here's Brown. He's got 12. Tatum with a screen. Here's White. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
Well, look, if you're trying to slow down White, you first have to match his activity level.
Hauser, he's checked in for Boston.
Line for
White hits them both.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
Pass to Freeman Liberty. Here's Whitehead. Here's Smooth. Here's Betray, defended by Porzingis.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Mexico City shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. The first free throw is good.
shooting for the away team. Luis taking 2
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Celtics with the lead. To the middle. Goal through contact. White gets the finish.
I like that from White. Attack in the heart of that defense.
Pass to Freeman Liberty. Inside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. Mexico City shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good. Drummond's checked in for Porzingis.
2 shots.
So he gets them both. So it's Boston now. And following this one, they'll take on the Hawks in Atlanta. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Pass to Drummond. Now here's Holiday. White for 3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Over to the wing. Here's Smooth. He's got 13. And that one's good. Smooth's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Hauser. 4-3. Mexico City with a rebound. Here's Smooth. 15 points in the game. Here's Carr. Here's Smooth. Here's Whitehead. Knocks it down from distance.
3 points.
And now just a 3-point Celtic lead.
Well, he's got the green light for shots like that. Give him some room and let it rip.
Drummond passes to White. Fires the 3. 3-pointer goes up. 3-pointer goes down for White.
Well, his offense is carrying that right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Celtics lead by 6. Pass to Holiday. 3-pointer. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Smooth to the left side wing. Here's Carr. Great look there, but off target. And it's Holiday with the ball for the Celtics. White looking it over. Drummond with the screen. Lets the 3 fly. White can't hit. Mexico City has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Pass to Smooth. There's 53 seconds left in the first half. From 10 feet away. Nice jump shot. Smooth's got 17 points.
And they seem to have found a nice groove here in the second period.
And here's Brown. 12 points for him. Puts up a 3. B-Train clears it away. B-Train's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Smooth. He's got 17. Jacks up a 3. The offensive rebound. B-Train. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time. And now just a 5-point Celtic lead. Fires from way outside. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Derek White getting it done for Boston. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Fans, please.
Come one.
You look at the Celtics. I've always loved when I started the season at home. I'd be eating good. I'd be dominating down low. I'd be picking up that big old deal.
And so thinking about the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for Mexico City. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Mexico City shooting around 50% of the game so far. The 2 Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Stan, you were a longtime coach in the NBA, one of the most demanding jobs on the planet. Just how much is required time-wise from an NBA coach?
Well, it's a lot of time. I mean, it's all day, every day, 7 days a week in season. But look, let's put it in perspective. It's not like we're out there running a jacket.
Now that's a visual I'd like to see from you, coach.
Blocked. A true defensive expert. Holiday using awareness to get there for a denial.
Kick out to Brown. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now, and he makes the first.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
And both free throws good for Brown. Here's Whitehead. Second half getting started, about a minute played. Shot on the wing. And once again, off the mark, Mexico City.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
There's Tatum with the 3. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 3 assists tonight.
Solid for 3. Tatum is not shy about firing away.
Pass to Carr. Here is Freeman Liberty. The 3. It's hauled in by White.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
It's deflected. And they're pushing it up. Here's Whitehead. The shot no good. Nice D from Brown.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
White can't hit.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Smooth. Pass to B-Train. Fades and shoots. Boston pulls it in. Brown's got 5 rebounds tonight. Porzingis sets a screen. Left side, Brown. Pass to Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Here's White. They kick it out to Porzingis. Here's Brown. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a quick check now on the teams that led the league from the charity stripe a year ago. 5th best, Boston.
Well, as a coach, it's a relief knowing free throws are almost automatic for your guys.
Now a timeout called by Mexico City. How about Derek White really making a difference here?
Well, look, he's picking apart their defense. They need this timeout to figure out how to slow him down.
On defense, the Celtics. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. To the inside. Here's Smooth. He gets it to go again. 9 for 13 so far.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Outside Holiday. Now here's Brown. Not a lot of room. The jump hook. Smooth grabs the miss. Smooth's got his 6th rebound on the night. Out to the wing. Whitehead shot is good. Now just a 3-point Celtic lead.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
White for 3. Smooth grabs the miss. For Mexico City, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Here is Freeman Liberty, pounded by Tatum. That's to Smooth. 5 on the clock. Here is Freeman Liberty. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
And the basket by Holiday.
In the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
Here's Freeman Liberty. Off the mark there with a 3.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Tatum. Pass to Holiday. Here's the 3. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. And now an 8-point Boston lead.
He's been so aggressive on offense. And with the results, understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Here's Whitehead. He's guarded by White. Here's Carr. Right wing. For 3. Once again, off the mark, Mexico City.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Brown. The Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in.
Number 11, Peyton Pritchard.
Mexico City has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. Here is Freeman Liberty. Down low. Pass to B-Train. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. B-Train's got 13. Tatum with it. 7 points in the game. The 3 is up. Mexico City with a rebound.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Here's Smooth. 21 points in the game. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Oh, deflected. Tatum with a steal. By himself. And Tatum finishing the fast break.
Smart thinking by Tatum there. Once he got the swipe, he was locked in on going all the way.
Here's Smooth. Pounded by Tatum. And there's the basket. And the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. Going to the line for 1. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Porzingis passes to Tatum. From outside, off the mark.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Pass to Carr. Here is Freeman Liberty. Hits the trifecta. Freeman Liberty's got his second bucket of the night.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Unloads from 13. Tatum. Good. And the Celtics lead by 7.
It's like he needed that halftime break to gather himself. Now he's starting to get his confidence back here.
Has to be Trey. Here's Whitehead. There's the three. Another three from Mexico City.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
And here's Porzingis. Clock at 6. Pass to Pritchard. Beyond the arc. B-Train clears it away. B-Train.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon. Stepping up to secure the board, he just wanted it more.
Outside, Brown. Back to Tatum. And Tatum gets it to go through the D.
Can you even believe this is the same guy? What a difference here in the second half.
Smooth. Pass to B-Train. Here's Whitehead. Here's Smooth. He's got 24. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. Pritchard, the pass to Brown. It's rebounded by Jeffries.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste. Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. They've led by as many as 14. Here's Hauser. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 8 assists here tonight.
Well, there's an example of Brown's ability to see the floor. Nice pass right there.
Pass to Whitehead. Here's Smooth. 26 points for him. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Smooth's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Brown inside. Brown cashes in. A terrific finisher inside.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Over to the left wing. Here's Smooth. 28 points for him. 5 to shoot. Pass to Stevens. From behind the arc. Connects from downtown. Stevens has got 5 points. Boston has got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter. Here's Brown. Oh, okay. We see you, Jalen. Strong in traffic.
And over time, we've seen Brown ease into accepting more responsibility on offense. He's now a dangerous scorer.
Stolen by Drummond. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Walsh. Mexico City with a rebound.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Here's Stevens. That one off the back iron and out. Right side Brown. Pass to Pritchard from the arc. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. He's off on that one. And so it's the Boston Celtics closing out the quarter with a 7. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, he really just helps tie this team together. They know they can count on him to set them up.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Mexico City, and it's Whitehead in at the 2. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
There's a screen. Oh, there's the alley. Here's Pritchard. And there's the rejection. Pass to Freeman Liberty. Off target with the 3.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Now Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Here's Pritchard from deep. Again, the miss by Boston.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
It's stolen by Drummond. Fast break, here we go. Ooh, Tatum taking flight.
Tatum's got energy and stamina to last. You see it with how quick he consistently gets out on the break.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Here's Carr inside. Pass to Freeman Liberty. 3-pointer. Sinks it from distance. Whitehead's got 9 points now in the second half.
Well, he's already hit more 3s since halftime than he did in the whole first half. He might have figured something out.
Drummond with the screen. Here's Tatum. Second chance shot, and the layup is good by Drummond.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Smooth, hounded by Tatum. And he lobs it up. Tatum with a steal. Tatum like a freight train coming. That one rolls around and rims out. For Mexico City, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Smooth, no good.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. Outside Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. That won't go either for Tatum.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
Here's Carr. Here's Smooth. Here's Freeman Liberty. And once again, off the mark, Mexico City.
Well, he is desperately trying to get something going, but this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment.
There's the block. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Drew Holiday's checked in for Boston. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Hallie.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. He's still feeling it. And he makes it. Holiday's got 19 points.
Well, look, they've done a great job getting the ball to Holiday. He's had the hot hand tonight. I keep looking for him.
Pass to Carr. Takes the 3. Drills it from deep.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
There's a screen. Here's Hauser from downtown. And the The shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 4 assists in the game. Now a timeout called by Mexico City. And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday. Fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis. Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game and a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
For 3. Mexico City with a rebound. Smooth's got 11 rebounds in the game. Pass to George. No good on the triple.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Bowser passes to Holiday. From the arc. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
George for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
So much force. Easy money for Drummond.
Pass to Stevens. Now here's George. And once again, off the mark, Mexico City.
Well, this has been a frustrating night for him. Still without any points.
Mexico City shooting around 30% since the fourth quarter got underway. First one falls for him.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Boston. Brown comes in for Hauser. Freeman Liberty's checked in for Mexico City.
And since halftime, he's made a concerted effort to get to the line. Be aggressive. Great stuff.
Outside Holiday. Right side Porzingis. Pass to Pritchard. Fires for 3. Smooth grabs the miss. Smooth's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Stevens, defended by Brown. Here's Stevens. Nails it from 3.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Boston leading by 11. Outside Tatum. Left side Porzingis. To the inside. Outside Tatum. The 3. Ooh, Tatum slings it from deep.
He's looked like a totally different player in the second half. That's his 3rd triple.
Pass to Stevens. They set a pick. The shot. He can't get that one to fall. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Tatum passes to Pritchard. The kick to Tatum from deep. B-Train clears it away.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here is Freeman Liberty. To the middle. And stolen by Porzingis. And he's going for the lob. Ooh, it's stolen. Here's Smooth. Pass to B-Train. There's the 3. And the three-pointer goes.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Here's Pritchard. Outside, Brown. Tatum with a screen from outside the arc. Brown can't hit.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Pass to Freeman Liberty. Three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Brown scanning the floor. Tatum with it. Mexico City with a rebound. Smooth's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. A moment here for an injury report.
Thanks. I just talked with Mexico City's head athletic trainer. He said they're concerned this is a serious injury and it's going to keep him out of the rotation. Any injury is the last thing you want this early in the year. A bad break for them, Brian.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Always on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Even with the advancements in strength training, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
If they want to come away with a victory, they just need to keep knocking down those free throws.
And the first one at the line is good.
Number 34 at the line for 2.
That one misses. Celtics lead by 7. Now here's Tatum. Hey, strong move, Tatum.
Masterful touch on the floater by Tatum, making a difficult shot look relatively easy.
16 feet out. And he can't bank that one in.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
And that one drops for him.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
Mexico City shooting just 38% here in the fourth. Pass to Smooth. He knocks down the first one.
At the line for the away team.
Good on both. There's a minute 54 left to play in the fourth quarter. They've got time on their side here, Graham.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Shakes him. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
And Brown doesn't mind getting roughed up on the way up. In fact, he embraces it.
Hits both from the stripe. 1:41 left to play in the fourth. Here's Whitehead. Here's Smooth. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot. And will go to the line. And the free throw, no good. Boston leading by 10. There's a minute 26 left in the fourth. Outside Holiday. 6 to shoot. Outside Tatum. This one for 3. Buries it from 3. Tatum's got 32 points in the game.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
That one goes. Count it. 59 seconds left in the fourth.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up and a strong showing for the Celtics.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And we've come to expect these kinds of strong games for Jason Tatum.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
Celtics taking the W here. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And now we have Allie LaFleur. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it for this inaugural game of the...